This video is about using TurboTax to calculate an amount that you're going to convert from your IRA to your Roth IRA. And generally it's used with Roth conversion ladders. So the general strategy is to take money from your IRA, convert it over to your Roth, and then have your Roth grow tax-free. So in general, Roths have no tax for life, and it's better to inherit a Roth. They're not subject to minimum retirement distributions at age 70 and a half, and they can also be used to avoid early retirement withdrawal penalties before age 59 and a half for early retirees. So in general, the idea is to pay tax now, or at a very low rate, and because we expect that we may have to pay tax later at a greater rate. So what we're doing is over time we're just figuring out the threshold where we're going to take money from our IRAs over to our Roth IRAs, and we don't want to exceed a certain tax rate. So we kind of set a target tax rate. So what we do there is we can kind of see the progressive rates of income tax, and we could say we project that we're going to at least be in the say 24% tax bracket in the future. As you can see here, the 12% tax bracket runs all the way up to 38,700. So if I think I'm going to be in the 24% in the future, a 12% tax bracket is pretty favorable to me. But unfortunately, I can't just go by this table. A tax return is really complicated. So I need to use TurboTax to figure this thing out. So what we need to do is project our income in the future years, and I've done that. It's like 24, and I would say it'll be a great deal if I can take money out of my IRA today and get it taxed at just 12%. So how can we do that in TurboTax? So what we're going to do in TurboTax is go ahead and load all the information on your tax return. This is 2018 now, and we need to use our paycheck stubs and input everything into the 1040 form. So pretty much all of our 1040 numbers have to be entered in, and our estimated dividends and everything like that. And then what we're going to do is input a 1099-R in. And that is basically going to be from our IRA. And we're going to fill it out about like this. And again, we're right now, the view mode now is in the forms mode, but you will fill out all your information in step-by-step. In the step-by-step mode, which is really easy. It takes you through and prompts you for all the information. So then what we do is we're going to construct a table, and we're basically going to say, we're going to enter, different rates, and then what the corresponding tax is for that in having a table like this. And then we will compute the marginal tax rate for the marginal tax that we're paying for each step in the income. Tax returns are so complicated that if you go above a certain adjusted gross income level, you might be affecting your tax at a totally different, unexpected marginal rate. So we have to make sure we understand the rates we're actually going to pay when we add income to our tax return. So here's an example. We basically put 13,000 in line in box 1 and box 2A of the 1099 form. We flip over to the 1040 and we look at what the tax is, and it's 1787. Okay, so I put that down. Okay, so let's go up another step. So we're going to say, now let's just say it's 14,000 here. And put 14,000 here. Okay. And let's flip to the 1040 and we get 1907. Okay, 1907. Okay, so then I have a formulas here that basically says, okay, what's the tax rate change? Okay, so it's the difference between these two. It's 120. Okay, what's the income change? Well, that was the difference between 14,000 and 13,000. So there's my marginal tax bracket there. Okay, so I can do the same thing then for, I can punch in a different number here. I've just in this example, I'll show you that I've already done it, but it's, I basically said again, the $1,000 difference, but this time that produces a $255 difference in taxes, okay? Which basically puts me at the 26%, okay? So as you can see, it's kind of a strange thing. I bumped by $1,000, and now I'm from the 12%, I'm all the way into the stratosphere of the 26%. So I know I've got to stop. I know I've got to stop at somewhere around $14,000 in IRA money. So that kind of is the general strategy. Is, you know, you can't ever figure out what your marginal tax bracket is until you plug it all into TurboTax, and you can't use your federal refund to basically figure this out. You have to do it just as I've said. So I wish you a lot of luck with your conversion strategy. I've also got a very good article by Michael Kitzitz on the conversion, but most of there's a lot on IRA conversions and very little on calculating the marginal tax bracket in TurboTax. So I hope that this will help you in your retirement. Thank you.